It's Friday, April 29th. Gonna walk up to the garden, do a little video. The one thing I wanted to film here are these wine cap stropharia mushrooms that, well, this is the second flush. They're kind of scattered all in here. You can see them down low. Anyway, I guess it was last spring, inoculated these wood chips, and they've been popping up all through here. I'll fast forward as I walk up there. Actually, one thing to mention here, I'm trying to get ramps going, and there are a couple, maybe like 10 plants scattered all through here. Doing all right. Apparently that is a thing that can be very slow to establish. So some progress getting that established, but definitely not thriving quite yet. Keep going up there. Got tons of strawberries and actual berries forming on some of them. I won't dig in there, but believe me, there are some small green ones. The air smells very sweet due to all the autumn olive flowering around here, and lots of other things as well. There's a beach plum. Most of these things have just finished flowering. Gumi cherry over there. Here's an aronia flowering. Lots of salad greens, some peas in the front here, French sorrel, some kale in this one, a bunch of lamb's quarters, lots of salad greens. Tonight I'm gonna harvest a salad, probably the first full salad from the garden, even though arugula all here, spinach, lettuce, tons of radish in that middle bed. Tonight's the last cold night. I've got some beans inside I'm gonna plant in here tomorrow probably. For now, this is all just weeds, morning glory and thistle and stuff. Put this structure up for beans. And then asparagus all in this bed. Doing pretty well. Need to come through and harvest some more of these. We have already a couple times. My little pond thing is working pretty well. Lots of algae in it, but oh shoot, my chainsaw's sitting out. Some wildflowers starting to pop out. I forget what this is called. It's something wallflower, some brassica. It smells amazing. Buttercup and other like weedy flowers that the bees are enjoying. Pawpaw. Up here is, I put this new bed in over the winter for potatoes, and a bunch of potato plants doing really well along the back half. And then I put in oca, which is wood sorrel, an oxalis thing that produces tubers. And I put them all the way through this front half. Our resident fox gets in through a hole in the fence, lots of different holes, and he's been in here digging and disturbing everything in this bed. But anyway, a couple ocas are alive, which is cool. All these grapes are doing well. Put in some like new string to kind of help them go up, or help them go in the right direction. So 8 grapes along the top. Currants all flowering. Gooseberry. What else? This is honeyberry. Already, well, here's some flowers, and you can already see berries forming on the honeyberry. Goji berry here. This fig is just coming to life on here. A couple little buds coming out. Some strawberries crawling out into the path. Here's the autumn olive I mentioned. It smells so amazing. Yeah, really nice flowers and quite tall. This was planted at the same time as pretty much everything else, and it was 2.5 feet tall. So the autumn olives have grown the fastest of almost everything here. It is a pretty aggressive species. Some more strawberries, Egyptian walking onions, doing pretty well. Honeyberry, a bunch of honeyberries in here. Raspberry. These Asian pears are doing really well. I just mowed a couple days ago. It was getting to be, I didn't mow everything, but nice to be able to walk again through here. These kiwis, put in probably more stakes than I need, but trying to, hopefully I can just leave them and they'll make it up those poles on their own. More kiwis, blackberries. Some apple trees, doing pretty well. There's another apple. This one had a ton of flowers. And you can see, gonna be lots of fruits. This section's a little bit overrun. Not too bad, but some grasses, and then the main problem in here is this vining honeysuckle stuff, which kind of swallows up everything. Some Nanking bush cherries, currants, black currant, another apple tree, gumi, but doing well. So yeah, everything's doing great. Some smaller blueberries in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small ones. They're doing all right. A couple have had to kind of start over from the ground. Not this one, but a couple like sent up shoots from down low. This one's doing really well. I think it's already, already finished flowering maybe. Really pretty flower. See if I can get in closer. Anyway, you can see here the, I don't know enough about blueberry flower shapes. I guess that's the early flower, and maybe this is after it's been pollinated. And then these are the bigger blueberry bushes. There's a little critter in the flower, a little bee or something. So blueberry's doing real well. These are some daylilies. I don't know, just wildflowers and weedy stuff in here. Gumi, which is very closely related to autumn olive, and flowers a little earlier. Still has open flowers, but you can see the base of some of these flowers already like swelling up, and you know, will turn into the berry. Got a bunch of stuff in these like peat pots to transplant, or they're pretty dry, but some like tree collards, like a perennial kale kind of thing. A bunch of some broccoli. Yeah, so let me walk over this way. This bed's got nothing in it yet, aside from some mustard greens on the far end. This one has some arugula, some onions in this front part. I think those 2 rows are bok choy, and then carrots in here, and then basically nothing. Some more tree collards. I don't think that one germinated, but this back half's mostly empty. Here are the mustard greens, a little bit denser than they should be. little spicy, but not too bad. Here's this pond deal I put in this year. The battery voltage is too low for it to be pumping right now, so it cut out, but probably was pumping 20 minutes ago. And then this bed's pretty much empty. So I don't know, some sort of allium garlic chives. I'm not sure what it is. There's an artichoke. There were 2 artichokes. I think I buried the other one. We'll see if he pops up. And then there were 2 rhubarbs here. One's coming up. The other one might have died. Oh, here's some more of, well, in a separate video I was talking about wine cap stropharia mushrooms. These are for sure past their prime, but we ate some of those on a pizza last week. Bee balm, bunch of bee balm. I think this cherry's dead. Replace it with something else. Here's a living cherry. Excuse me. Anyway, beautiful time of year.